A warm breeze blew through the field of Jeff Martin's house. Jeff and his buddy Timmy Miller sat along the bank of a small creek at the edge of the field enjoying the sunshine. It was good to be 13 years old, and it was good to be off school for the summer. Jeff and Timmy were the best of buddies in spite of the turbulence that was the USA of late 1960s, for you see, Jeff was black and Timmy was white, and the USA had gone through some pretty bad times as the drive for civil rights for all its citizens gathered steam. Jeff grew up in Detroit, Michigan, and Timmy in a small town in Pennsylvania. When Jeff's dad was killed during the upheavals of the civil rights marches that started as peaceful protests, his mom and him moved to fairly peaceful rural western Pennsylvania. Timmy had never really seen any black families in his town. It wasn't an easy move, and not everyone welcomed them, especially Timmy's mom and dad, but nonetheless, Timmy welcomed Jeff, perhaps because no one else did. Somehow the two boys just seemed to click. Timmy was a bit of an outsider because he, much to his dad's dismay, didn't play sports. Jeff was shunned by the other kids because he was black. It was only natural they should become buddies. Timmy and Jeff took turns pitching stones across the water, watching them skip as they formed lazy ripples. Soon they both drifted off to a peaceful snooze in the warm sunshine. As they napped, though, the skies darkened and then big raindrops began to fall. A loud clap of thunder roused the boys from the rest. "Timmy! Quick, wake up!" Jeff shook his friend. "It's starting to pour." Jeff jumped to his feet. "Gee willikers! Quick, to our treehouse." Both boys ran as fast as their legs could carry them, but the rain soaked them to the skin. By the time they had climbed up the makeshift ladder into the safety of the treehouse, they were drenched. Another clap of thunder rocked the air and Jeff and Timmy screamed. "Wow! That was close," Jeff yelled. Timmy shook his head, his eyes as wide as saucers. "You bet." That wasn't the only reason his eyes went wide though, for he suddenly noticed something odd about Jeff. Timmy detected a faint outline of something white through Jeff's soaked wet t-shirt, and a strange pointiness to his chest. Jeff looked at him. "Are you okay? You look like you've just seen a ghost." Timmy blinked his eyes. "Jeff, are you okay? What's wrong with your chest? It looks like you have a big ace bandage around it." Jeff smiled. "Oh, that," he said as pulled off his wet t-shirt, "that's my training bra." Timmy stood there before his friend and blinked his eyes in disbelief. The whiteness of Jeff's training bra was a stark contrast to his black skin. Timmy knew what a bra was, and he knew that girls wore them, but he wasn't really sure what a training bra was. "Why are you wearing a training bra, Jeff? Did you do something and your mom is punishing you?" Jeff laughed. "Oh no! Nothing like that. It's because I have something called gynecomastia or something. My mom and Dr. Nelson said I should wear one gynecomastia." "What's that?" Timmy asked. "Well, my mom and Dr. Nelson said it's when a boy starts to develop in his chest like girls do," Jeff explained. "Here, I'll show you." Jeff undid his training bra. Timmy gasped. His buddy had two breasts just like girls his age did. They were small, but breasts nonetheless. "Come on, sit down and I'll tell you what my mom says," Jeff continued. As the rain pounded at their treehouse, Jeff pulled his training bra back on. It was a teen charm pretty please with small stretchy cups. Timmy sat next to his friend anxious to hear what Jeff's mom had explained to him. "Mom says that it happens a lot," Jeff began. "You mean to every boy?" Timmy asked. "No, Mom says only to very special ones, I guess. She says it's normal," Jeff explained. "Wow. I wonder if it will happen to me? Tim wondered. Take off your t-shirt and let me see, Jeff asked. Timmy did as he was told and Jeff tilted his head. Yeah, I think it is. Looks like you are pretty special too. Timmy smiled at the thought of being like his best friend. He had noticed a certain itchiness in his chest as of late. I have been a bit scratchy there, he pointed out. Mom says that normal, which is why I should wear a training bra, Jeff said. Timmy trusted Jeff's mom. She was super nice and never judged people. She also taught Jeff and Timmy that being mean to others who were different wasn't nice. She always said we were all children of God and should love one another. Jeff's mom never bought any war toys or toy guns or things like G.I. Joe for Jeff, because she said that wars only kill people and that we all should work for peace and harmony. This was in contrast to Timmy's dad, who was all gung-ho about killing commies, and those long-haired pinko fags, as he put it, in the colleges who protested against the war in Vietnam. Timmy sat silent for a minute as he digested the situation. The rain began to let up and a glint of sunlight beamed through the wooden slats of the walls of the treehouse. Whatcha thinking? Jeff asked. Timmy stammered a bit. Do that, well, maybe, could I, like, I'll wear a training bra too? Jeff smiled. I suppose so. I don't see why not. I'll tell you what, meet me at Murray's department store tomorrow. I think we can get you fixed up. Just then, Jeff heard his mom calling off in the distance. Supper time, Jeff, look, I gotta go. Now, don't forget. Tomorrow at Murray's as soon as the store opens, that way it won't be busy. It'll be training bra day for Timmy. Plus, you'll get to spend all day wearing it. Jeff exclaimed. Okay, see ya, Timmy yelled as he ran off home. As he headed off to home, Timmy's mind was filled with thoughts of wearing a training bra. They rolled around in his head like marbles, and he couldn't help but wonder what it would feel like. His curiosity was piqued and he snuck off with a copy of the J.C. Penney catalog to his room later that night as he lay in bed. As he leafed through the pages of training bras, he closed his eyes and imagined that he was looking at a picture of himself wearing the training bra instead of the girls in the pictures. There was one picture was of a training bra just like his friend Jeff wore. Timmy ran his finger along the image hoping that he would get a training bra just like it. As he drifted off to sleep, he pondered the thought of the gentle tug of the straps of what would be his first training bra. Even his dreams were filled with imagining of getting ready for school and pulling on a training bra instead of an undershirt. The next morning, Timmy shoveled his spoonfuls of frosted flakes into his mouth as his tummy did flippity-flops in nervous anticipation. This was to be a big day. Having finished his breakfast in record time, he leapt from his chair and yelled, going out to play as he slammed the screen door behind him. When he got to Murray's, Jeff was waiting outside the store. Are you excited? Jeff asked. Timmy giggled. You bet. I couldn't sleep all night thinking about it, so yeah, Jeff smiled. Swell. So let's go do it. This is Timmy's extra special day then. My mom says that only special boys get to experience what it's like to get their first bra. Jeff and Timmy walked into the store and headed toward the boys' department. Timmy suddenly stopped dead in his tracks. What the matter? Jeff asked. You're not chickening out, are you? No, but why is everyone looking at us? Timmy asked. Jeff frowned. Oh, that's nothing. I guess it's because I'm black. It happens a lot. That's stupid, Timmy observed. Yeah, I know, but I don't pay attention to them. As long as I have my training bra buddy with me, we are super strong. Jeff said as he punched at the air. Timmy smiled at that. Yeah, I guess we are like a troop or something. Kinda like the Scouts, yep. It's cool, 'cause that's what I was thinking about last night. You'll see. Now here, grab a shirt and we'll go to the fitting rooms, Jeff instructed. Once in the fitting room, Jeff instructed Timmy to take off his shirt. Hey, I don't understand why I have this boy's shirt if I'm here to buy a training bra, Timmy whispered. It's because I have to fit you. My mom did his for me, and I think I remember what she did. Jeff observed. With that he pulled out a measuring tape. But why a shirt? Jeff scrunched up his face and sighed a bit. Well, I guess it's because, like my mom says, most people wouldn't understand why a boy would want a training bra. Now lift your arms so I can measure you, Timmy did as he was told, and Jeff wrapped the measuring tape around him. Okay, 32 inches. He then took the tape and moved at the center of Timmy's nipple area and measured again. As he did, he stuck the tip of his tongue out of the corner of his mouth, somewhat like a master craftsman. 32 inches, he observed. Is that good? Timmy asked. Well, now this is very scientific. Let me pull out my chart. Jeff unfolded a piece of paper that he tucked away in his back pocket. So, let's see, if the same, and so that mean groovy, a double a cup. Just like me, Timmy smiled. Is that good? Yep, Jeff smiled also, the thought of his buddy and him wearing the same size training bra thrilling him. So, now that we know what size you wear, Jeff paused to grin, you get to pick 2 training bras. 2? Timmy inquired as he began to put his shirt back on. Mom said that I should have 2 to change, since I'll always be wearing a bra from now on, so you should have 2 also, Jeff pointed out. As the boys went to exit the fitting room, Martin stopped. Jeff, can I get one like the one you wore the other day? Jeff giggled. I was hoping you would stopping only to put the shirt that they had borrowed back in the boys' department. Jeff and Timmy sped off the girls' area. Timmy's eyes grew wide at the expansive display of Teen Charm and Teen Form training bras in front of him. Jeff saw that look in his eye and asked, what are you thinking? Gosh, I guess it's all the different styles. There's nothing like this in boys' stuff, I guess, Timmy answered. Yeah, it's swell. My mom says it's because a training bra is supposed to make you feel special. Jeff observed. So here's the one I like to wear, the Pretty Please. Do you see another that you like? Timmy fumbled through the boxes and picked one out. How about this one? He asked. Jeff smiled. Cool. The Lucky Start. Yeah, I suppose that's a good name for me to wear if I'm just starting out, Timmy observed. Now there is one other thing you need, Jeff pointed out. Timmy tilted his head. Huh? Jeff smiled. Panties. If you're wearing a training bra, you have to be wearing panties. Timmy's face scrunched up. He had never thought about that. Oh, I dunno. Jeff put his hand on his friend's shoulder and explained. Oh shucks, Timmy, it's nothing. In fact, I asked my mom if I could wear them right after my training bra, and she said it was okay. Well, I guess. Timmy said with just a wee bit of hesitation in his voice. Jeff looked Timmy in the eye and said, Look, you are my best friend, through thick and thin. We stick together. I wouldn't ever tell you to do anything wrong. That's what buddies are for. So, come on, Timmy thought for a minute and the look of uncertainty began to leave his face. Then I guess it's okay, tell you what, Jeff explained, you go buy your training bras, and meet me at the tree house in an hour. Just bring them with you, don't put on yet. I'll buy you some panties. Deal? Deal. Timmy nodded in agreement. With that, the boys shook hands and headed off. When the boys met back at the tree house, each had a small bag from Murray's store. Jeff smiled at Timmy. "Are you ready to wear your first training bra?" Timmy still had nervous butterflies in his tummy, but after a pause for thought, was more overcome with excitement than fright. He smiled, nodded his head, and exclaimed, "You bet. I guess we start with you taking off your shirt. Which one do you want to start with?" Jeff asked. Timmy began unbuttoning his shirt. "Well, are you wearing your pretty please?" "Yes, I am," Jeff answered as he took off his own shirt and showed Timmy that he was, in fact, wearing his pretty please training bra. "Then I want to wear what you're wearing, Jeff," Timmy declared. "Then why don't you sit over there and I'll get your bra for you," Jeff replied. Timmy sat on the box that the boys stored their baseball mitts and bats in as Jeff set the bag containing Timmy's bras on the small table next to the box. Jeff opened the box containing Timmy's training bra and unfolded the garment. Jeff looked over at his friend and held up Timmy's training bra by the straps. "Now, before you put it on, I want to explain a few things to you." "You mean there's stuff I need to know?" Timmy inquired. "Sure," Jeff explained. "A training bra is a very scientific thing. So pay attention right on. You've been wearing on a lot longer than I have," Timmy observed, "so I guess you do know what's what." "You bet," said Jeff as he then cleared his throat and began. "Now first, these are the bra straps. See these little things? You can adjust them up and down so that your bra fits right over your shoulders. They're nothing worse than having your bra straps slip down and having to fiddle with them." "I guess that wouldn't be good," Timmy nodded. "Nope, not good at all," Jeff agreed. "Now this part that goes around is called the band." Timmy watched and listened intently as his friend sat there wearing nothing but his own training bra and explained that the band has these hooks in the back. "This where you fasten your bra. They go like this," Jeff said as he demonstrated the hooks and eyes. "I'll tell you more about that in a minute when I explain how you put on your bra." Timmy blinked his eyes in surprise. "You mean there's a special way to do that, too?" With a serious tone in his voice, Jeff said, "Yep. It's all pretty scientific." Timmy nodded his head as Jeff continued his lesson. "Not really. It's just important stuff." Turning his attention to the front of the bra, Jeff cleared his throat once again. "Now these are the cups. This is the most important part of a bra, 'cause that's where your breasts go. They help support them and make them feel good." Jeff handed the training bra to Timmy. Timmy felt the cups. "They're kinda stretchy." "That's the magic, Timmy. These are called grow cups, designed for when our breasts are developing. They help them to sorta grow properly. That's what makes a training bra extra special and important." "You ready to try it on?" Timmy's excitement had built and he smiled. "You bet. Well, first, I'm going to demonstrate. There are two ways to put on a bra." Timmy reached around and undid his bra. Some girls can reach behind their backs and fasten their bras. Other girls are spinners and fasten their bra in front and then spin it around. My mom taught me to be a spinner, so watch. Jeff held up his bra with the cups behind his back and pulled the band around his chest. He fastened it front, then spun it around, then pulled the cups up over his breasts before pulling the straps up over his shoulders. "See how easy? Now you try it." Timmy fumbled with his training bra and Jeff guided him. "Remember, you'll be doing this on your own from now on. Now spin it around." Timmy did as he was instructed and then pulled the straps up onto his shoulders. "So, what do you think?" Jeff took a small mirror from the bag he had carried with him and leaned it against the wall. Timmy looked at the reflection of both his buddy and him wearing training bras, and the fact that he was white and Jeff was black suddenly evaporated. They had something so very special as a common bond. A big smile lit up Timmy's face. Gee willikers. I never dreamed that wearing a training bra would feel so cool. It's kinda space age, see? I told you it was real scientific. Jeff said as he made a few adjustments to Timmy's bra straps. Now, for you next surprise. Your panties. I bought you 3 pair of pretty bikini panties to start. I'll turn around and you can put on a pair, okay really? Timmy exclaimed. Yes, really. Jeff smiled as he turned around. The sound of Timmy pulling of his K-Ranch jeans from Kmart and then his BVDs filled the air. Timmy pulled on the panties and then let out a gasp. When he had put on his panties, Timmy said, "You can turn around now, wow. You look great." How do you like wearing panties? Jeff asked. Timmy's smile got even bigger. They sure feel different and all pretty groovy? Jeff asked. Yeah, even beyond groovy. I never imagined what this might feel like. Timmy said as he admired the way he looked. Gee, and to think that girls get to feel like this every day, Jeff replied. Yep, my mom says that girls are special and we should love them and treat special. She also says there's no reason why a boy can't feel special too. Jeff pulled off his pants and sat next to his friend. A soft breeze blew outside, and a bird tweeted a happy song. All seemed right in our world. After a while, Jeff spoke up. I've been thinking, since we now both wear training bras and panties, maybe we should start a club so that other boys can join us. You mean there are other boys who wear training bras too? Tim asked. There has to be, Jeff answered. Timmy nodded his head. Yeah, I guess we can't be the only ones, so I kinda wrote up something. Jeff continued. I thought maybe we could be the training bra scouts. Our goal would be to help other boys who want to feel special and wear a training bra too. Wowzers. Sounds cool. The training bra scouts. I like that, Timmy smiled. Yep, and we can have merit badges and a code and everything, Jeff pointed out. You mean like rules? Timmy inquired. Yep, or Rooney. Things like a training bra scout is kind and loyal and honest and fair, Jeff pointed out. Timmy then chimed in, oh, and things like considerate and kind. Exactly. Friendly and respectful to all, Jeff concluded. Timmy quickly added, no matter what religion they are or the color of their skin. Jeff smiled, and that will take courage. With that, the boys shook hands. Hey! Let's go for a soda down at Straub's Rexall drugstore to celebrate, Timmy suggested. Jeff agreed, great idea. This is something to celebrate. My pal got his first training bra today, and we founded the Training Bra Scouts. Cool. The boys quickly dressed and headed into town. As they walked, Timmy could feel the tug of his bra straps on his shoulders and the way the cups made his breasts feel better. They discussed the different club rules. Jeff paused for a minute, almost forgot one. What's that? Timmy asked. We will never call our breasts the T word, Jeff pointed out, a serious tone in his voice. Timmy scrunched up his face. The T word? Jeff leaned over and whispered the word tits into Timmy's ear. Oh! Timmy exclaimed. Jeff then got super serious. My mom says it's as bad as the N-word that some people use on people like me. A sad look came over Timmy. Ah, that word. Yeah, I know. I hate that word. You know, I never think of you as being anything other than my buddy and not black or anything. Same here, Jeff observed. We just are what we are. By then the boys reached Straub's Rexall and slid into both at the soda fountain. A waitress came over and looked at them with a mean stare. A fright went through Timmy. Did she know that he was wearing a training bra and panties? The waitress spat the words "You can order something, but he has to leave" from her lips. Huh? Timmy asked. We don't serve their kind in here, she said, stabbing a finger at Jeff. With that, Timmy stood up, and as he opened his mouth to speak, Jeff quickly jumped in. It's okay, Timmy, we should go. Wait, Jeff. I have something to say. Timmy took a deep breath and said, if you won't serve my buddy, then you won't serve me. We training bra scouts stick together, so there. At the words training bra scouts, the waitress's mouth dropped to the floor and she looked like someone had rung her bell. What did you say, you little? Come on, Jeff, let's blast off out of here. Someday this will never happen, Timmy ordered. On the TV behind them, a news report replaying a speech by Martin Luther King Jr., who was assassinated a few months before. Just then the words of Dr. King thundered forth, one day right there in Alabama, little black boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. Timmy took his friend's hand and they proudly walked to the door. As they did, both boys reached up and adjusted their bra straps. They smiled, because training bra scouts do stick together.